Hello and welcome back to another Rise of Empires Rise of Fire video with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. I really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the race to... We are back with the race to castle level 25. We are currently castle level 18. This is episode 15, I believe. I've been playing for roughly... What day is it today? It's Thursday. So this is going to be the 14th day. So basically the 14th day of play, which is fantastic. And we are in a bit of a bind. So as I said yesterday's video, we're going to have to take a day to pause a little bit, and that's going to come increasingly often as we kind of just have to get some of these very long upgrades done. So I was thinking last night to myself after work, I was thinking, Mr. Gill, you're looking very sexy today, and I was agreeing with myself. I was saying, yes, Mr. Gill, you are. But I was also thinking that I think it's time to spend a little bit more of that money that we set aside. So we have said that we will spend up to $100 Australian on this game. And before yesterday, we'd spent about $42. What I have done is I have gone for Royal Prestige. Now, if you don't know, Royal Prestige is one of these benefits up here. You click on here, it's a subscription type thing. Costed 39 Australian dollars. And basically every day then we will get delivered this load of stuff here. We can swap out the combination and do other things, more resources or quality dreadnought chests, etc, etc, etc. But the key and the reason I did it is because I need the speed ups. Effectively, we are being slowed down now purely only by our gold production and our lack of speed ups. That's the only thing that's slowing us down. So I decided to do that. Now, as a benefit, you do get the Royal Charcoal Factory, and you get the Workers Guild. So the Workers Guild is going to increase our construction speed. Each level goes up another 0.5%. So at the moment, we've got an extra 11.5% construction speed on that. And the Royal Charcoal Factory, during the day, so remember there's a day-night cycle in the game, but during the day it produces charcoal at quite a large amount. So currently we're actually quite fine for charcoal, and that's fantastic. That'll just help take some of the burden off. But we ended up with these speed-ups, which is great. And we're in a position now where we are waiting for basically the tavern to finish. These three houses, and we have to upgrade this house. And we're waiting for the charcoal factory over here before we can push the button on the castle. So still a little while to go, and it's a lot actually. And I'm a little bit kind of like frustrated now because we're going to have to wait a little bit more time. Now some of this we can speed up, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be what's the smartest thing to speed up? I guess one of the houses is the smartest, so we can get the last one started. And then speed up everything else later on so that we can then start. Or actually, can we start? If we had everything ready, so assume we have everything ready, do we have enough gold? No. Do we have enough food? Yes, obviously we'll always have enough food, that's fine. Do we have enough charcoal? Yes, we can get some of that as well, so that's okay. Marble? No. So we need 10 million of marble. We don't have wood. We need 7 million. We have 7 million wood. Yes, wood is fine, and iron 8 million. We also don't have that, so we need our iron and marble production to be increased. Now, obviously, it is going to be Hero Development Day in roughly 3 hours. I think reset is happening, so we will get some resources from that. I will definitely be opening all of the tickets that I have. What tickets do I have? So I currently have 12 orange, 25 purple, and 35 blue. So we'll be opening those for sure. And doing also some upgrading of the heroes. If you didn't know or didn't see, we got Orochi the other day through a free spin. So a free open on a orange ticket. You get your daily free tickets, and we got Orochi, which is fantastic. I did post a little thing in my community page on YouTube. So that's great. And we opened up. One thing that slowed me down a little bit is that I did open up the hero commanding banner or whatever it's called in the class Legion so that we can now have 2 heroes. It just means we can attack higher level monsters or marauders and therefore get better loot. But that was a little bit expensive in order to research, so that took a little bit of time. It took a bit of time, a bit of resources as well. So we're kind of just still stuck in this pause phase, really, where we're just waiting for stuff to upgrade, and obviously not having enough resources or speed ups to do anything. I mean, I could speed this up now. What have we got? We've got a 3 hour, we've got 40, so we could get that done just. I don't know if that'd be worth it though, considering that we still have to wait for everything else. So at the very least, we're going to wait for, I'm going to wait for about 5 hours. No, at the very least, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed one of these things up, like so. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like so. We'll just do a minute there. Fantastic. So now that's done. We're going to speed that up so we can get this other house started. So that is the last upgrade needed in order to potentially start the castle, even though we don't have enough resources to start the castle yet. But we may as well have all of the upgrades done. Because then what I can do later on today, so in about 6 hours, once these things have been... Where's the marble? Use that marble there. So in about 6 hours or 5 to 6 hours, once these upgrades are all complete, we'll let the tavern still do its thing, but then I will start upgrading my marble and my iron production, and I will start doing a lot more marauding and gathering, and also try and hit some of this chest. So that should, if everything goes to plan, by this evening after I finish work, I should have enough resources in order, and everything should have been completed. I'll probably have to speed up the tavern a little bit, but I should have enough resources in order to push the button on castle level 19, which means that will take days and days and days, but I hopefully then will be able to speed it up tomorrow because I will receive my benefits from the royal prestige. So that is the plan, and I'm a little bit frustrated because we were making fantastic speed, and then we immediately slowed down quite drastically once we hit castle level 18. And the housing was probably a big part of that. But also I think I just, at the start of the game, at the start of this playthrough, I definitely wasted more speed ups on short things than I shouldn't have. You know, there was often a case where something was taking an hour, and I knew I wasn't going to be online for an hour or two, but I'd speed it up anyway. I'm not necessarily thinking that was a good thing. It is ultra important if you want to do something like this, if you want to get to castle fast as you can, to be as efficient as possible. And there's definitely something to be said for not using a lot of your speed ups early on, because time is still something. You know, you're still going to have, there's still going to be time throughout the whole day, the game day. You know, so not a massive need to go, oh, this extra thing, you know, whatever is done. So that's kind of where we are. Which is, yeah, bleh, bleh. I really didn't want to push the button on Royal Prestige yet. It was pretty much certain in my head that we would buy Royal Prestige, but I was just trying to hope and push it back. Now, the only reason I wanted to push it back is so that it maybe potentially made a bigger impact, but I think actually what I should have done is probably buy it sooner. We could have been stacking those speed ups up at an earlier place. So if I would do this again at castle level 16 or 17, I would probably activate Royal Prestige. Yes. Now, another thing I have to consider, and I was thinking about last night as I was thinking to myself and talking about how good looking I am, is that I do have to consider the farm question. So, as I said at the start of this, I don't really want to have farms. I don't see the point. I'm not very good at having farms. But it is going to get increasingly hard with resources, and we have to think about whether or not I want to spend, is the frustration of spending 3 or 4 days trying to gather resources and gain stuff more than the frustration of running a quick farm account. Now, we've proven to ourselves, so I've proven to myself, that I can get a castle to level 16 within, what was it? It took 10 days? 11 days? I think it took 10 days to get to castle level 16. Now, castle level 16 is an okay level for a farm to be, especially if I then maxed out all of its resource production and just made it gather every, day. So I think that is a potentially good option to take, is to have at least one farm. I'm also thinking, looking forward, that having a farm for Reign of Chaos would be a help, to say the least. Now, I'm quite enjoying playing again in this state, the people I'm playing with and stuff like that. And, you know, I go through phases of falling in and out of enjoyment of this game. But I would like to see there's quite a few intense, big spending, but also very experienced players in this state, in State 500. So I'm kind of interested to see where a Reign of Chaos campaign would go. You know, with all of those people with all of these ideas flowing around, you know, nearly everybody in the state has come from another state and has done lots of seasons. A lot of people have done Eden before. So there is something to be said that this could be an interesting state to see out some of the seasons. So that means if I'm going to be here longer term, then I do have to think about my long-term prospects and having an extra farm account, not only for the resource gathering that I could do, resource raiding I can do, but the Reign of Chaos prospects would be helpful. So that's something I might start. If we do that, I probably won't record it, but I'll probably just speed a castle, maybe do one tiny episode where I speed the castle to castle level 16, just in a series of clips. But anyway, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for continuing to watch and all that kind of jazz. I really, really appreciate it. I'm hoping, yeah, tomorrow we should be able to say, here's castle level 19. It's just going to come down to timings, really. I've just got to make sure definitely within 5 hours, or within 3 hours, I'm back on for reset. Within 5 hours, I'm back on to see where we're at in terms of upgrading. But now every single building needed to be upgraded is upgraded. So now it's just a resource game. Iron, marble, gold is basically what we're waiting for. So everything hard. Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope I see you again soon. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Bye.